30-day reprieve. That's the headline, Sandy. Breathe at least a month-long sigh of relief, the Prime Minister putting on X just moments ago. I just had a good call with President Trump. Canada is implementing our $1.3 billion border plan, reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology, and personnel, enhanced coordination with our American partners, and increased resources to stop the flow of fentanyl. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border. 10,000 also the number of troops that Mexico announced would be heading to their border. The statement goes on to say from the Prime Minister, Sandy, in addition, and this is all new, Canada is making new commitments to appoint a fentanyl czar. We will list cartels as terrorists, ensure 24/7 eyes on the border, launch a Canada-U.S. joint strike force to combat organized crime, fentanyl, and money laundering. I have also, the Prime Minister writes, signed a new intelligence directive on organized crime and fentanyl, and we will be, backing it up with $200 million. Proposed tariffs, and here is the headline, Sandy, will be paused for at least 30 days while we work together. So the crisis we thought would be taking place as of midnight tonight is averted for at least a month.
Bitch better have my money. Through rain, sleet, or snow.
It was a Shakespeare.
My hoe better have my money.
I'm telling you, that boy's a genius. Tell it.
Not half, not some, but all my cash. Because if she don't, I'm gonna put my foot dead in her ass.
Damn. Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you give me a follow on X at @green_Jericho. Like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Tell YouTube I like this dude, and you'll see more of me. Damn. It's happening so quick. Colombia was a matter of hours, maybe 2-3 hours. Mexico, that was within 24, 36 hours. And now Canada. Another one bites the dust. Another country who had threats of tariffs against their country, against the goods coming out of their country, have caved under the pressure. They gave in. Remember those toilet paper commercials where they would put some kind of weight on the toilet paper, the other brand, and then they would wet it and it would fall through? But if it was Charmin or whatever, the brand they were selling, when they put that water on that toilet paper, it didn't rip. It held strong. Well, Canada, Mexico, Colombia, and soon to be China, they're all the other brand of toilet paper that can't stand up to the pressure. When they get into the shit, they fall apart, just like cheap toilet paper. I hope you enjoy my kente pattern background. Happy Black History Month, brothers and sisters. It's so ridiculous. But another one caves. Just a threat. He didn't hit him. He just went like this. They got all scared. Okay. And you know, Justin Twell, you know he wasn't going to stand up to him. You know he was going to fall. Just like his female president counterpart down there in Mexico. Mexico and Canada, two countries ran by women. They couldn't handle it. 75 to 80% of both their countries' exports go to us. So if we say we're going to charge you for more, can they stand the pressure? No. But of course, there was the panic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Trump. Everything coming out of Mexico is going to be more expensive. I'm going to go pay a lot for the avocado. He's going to destroy the economy. Everything was supposed to get cheap. Trump, you said when you put tariffs on exports coming out of other countries, the consumer feels it. And yes, that may be true. But we're looking at the long term. We have to tear this Band-Aid off so we can live in prosperity for years to come. Dare I say, maybe our children. But it didn't come to that because less than 48 hours later, they said, Uncle. They were on their way to school, just like Christmas Story, and Trump came out and put his arm behind his back and twisted it. Say uncle, say uncle, meh, say, meh. Uncle. Of course they caved. Do you know who they're dealing with? Do you know who we are? You know, you hear people say, do you know who I am when some celebrity gets pulled over, some politician? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? You're America. You don't have to take this shit. But Mexico wasn't the first domino to fall. That was Colombia. I did a video about that. But this is Mexico falling apart right before Canada, eh?
After a half-hour phone call with Donald Trump, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum victoriously walked onto the stage of her morning press conference. She was met with a round of applause as she announced Trump had agreed to temporarily pause tariffs on Mexico.
He asked me how long I wanted to pause tariffs. I said forever. He told me how much time. I told him a month. I'm sure that during this month we'll be able to deliver good results for his people and the people of Mexico.
In return, Mexico has agreed to send 10,000 National Guard troops to its northern border. They'll be tasked with preventing drug trafficking into the US, with a particular focus on fentanyl, which has been one of Trump's main concerns.
Fentanyl has killed this year at least 200,000 people. It's pouring in from China through Mexico and Canada, and they've got to stop it. And if they don't stop it, the tariffs are going to get worse, a lot worse.
Trump has confirmed the delay on Truth Social, saying negotiations will be taking place throughout the coming month to find a more permanent deal. It's a major backtrack from Trump, who had announced sweeping tariffs on imports from Mexico, Canada and China on Saturday, which was scheduled to take effect on Tuesday. The last-minute deal may give hope to Canada, where Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has also been involved in phone calls with Trump over the 25% import tax.
And that was just earlier today. We're not even done with the day. That was this morning that Mexico caved. This afternoon, here comes Canada. I'm sorry, Daddy. Daddy. What's that meme where the guy goes, Daddy, no. Trudeau, Daddy, I'm sorry, Daddy. Let me have the keys to the Beamer for the weekend, Daddy. Me and my boyfriend want to go right up to Makeout Cliff, Daddy. Daddy, I'm sorry, Daddy. Ugh, so annoying. But that's basically what Trudeau did. Of course you did, stupid. You can't handle that. Get your ass in line, world. We're talking to you, world. Get your ass in line. It's time to pay up. We're not messing around. You're going to stop that damn fentanyl from coming into our country and killing our citizens. That should be an act of terrorism. Is fentanyl not something that comes from a foreign country that's killing our citizens? Is that not an act of terrorism, an invasion of some kind? You know where it's coming from. I know where it's coming from. They know where it's coming from. China gives Mexico the ingredients. Mexico turns it into pills and fentanyl powder, or whatever the fuck it is. It turns it into its drug form, and then it comes up here to America. So why would you not pinch that supply chain at as many points as you can? You see how she came out in that clip? I just showed Trump what's up. We got 30 days. No, Trump, told you had 30 days. I've never seen anybody be so happy after somebody just got in that ass like a bike with no seat. She was walking pretty good for somebody who just got her ass torn apart. Canada, Mexico, China, and whoever else, Daddy's home. Do. Daddy's home. He's not taking any shit. Tighten up. Tighten up, world. What do you think, people? Who's next? Who's next, and how quick is it going to happen? Are we going to hear before we even go to bed tonight that China said, okay, damn, Trump, you drive a hard bargain. How come you're not pushover like live a spot old man who was there a few months ago? He easy. I call him, he do it. Sorry, China, not anymore. We have an actual adult male with all his cognitive abilities intact. I know, it's so different. It's weird for us too, China. We were getting used to America sucking ass under sloppy Joe, but now we're getting all these victories so quickly. It's an adjustment period for us too, world. All you leeches, all you parasite countries that were slowly draining our blood. You're like a bunch of mosquitoes. You're not going to take enough blood to kill us because then you wouldn't have a source. You just take it enough to fill your bellies every now and again, and you'll be back. We're not doing that shit anymore. You're going to start paying us. You're going to start buying our shit, or you're going to start making your shit in our country. I know, world, it's weird. We're getting used to it too. All these wins, they're coming so quickly. It's weird. But we'll get used to it, and so will you. You'll get used to paying your fair share. We'll get used to the rest of the world paying for all of our shit. I can't wait. This is so new. I'm excited. But meet me in the comments. What do you think? What do you think of all these victories coming so quickly? What do you think of these countries talking tough, and then 48 hours later, the tail is firmly tucked between their legs like Buffalo Bill? Hard fuck me. What do you think of that? What do you think of, let's say China wants to play hardball for a little bit, and some of the cost of the things we get from them goes up, and we have to kind of weather that storm. What do you think about that? I think we've done it already under Sloppy Joe. At least this time there's a light at the end of the tunnel if it comes to that. Talk to me, Goose. But you know how we do. We get to these stories, these good gun stories where people, American citizens, do the right thing with their guns instead of us hearing about every time some gang and some shithole Democrat run festering wound, killing somebody that looks just like them. But this good gun's a trip. This has a twist. Has to do with two neighbors. Check it out. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.
I don't know what he was thinking last night.
Edward believes it was his nephew who broke into their neighbor Larry's house here on Flanders Street and ended up dead. Police say it all started around 4:45 this morning when Larry's wife heard a noise and told her husband. He grabbed his gun and went to check things out. He noticed a window was open in the living room, so he closed it. And as he started to go back to the bedroom, an intruder came out of another room and pointed a gun at him. That's when Larry shot and killed him.
Through the course of the investigation, he has not indicated that he recognized the person to be anyone he knew.
Neighbors say Larry's wife is battling cancer. When they saw police at the house this morning, they assumed it was connected to that.
I left from work this morning and I thought that Larry's wife may have passed when I seen all the cops out front. And then, a couple hours later, they were still here, and I called Larry, and he informed me.
And you knew?
He just said that he had an intruder last night, and I suspected it might have been my nephew.
We are not naming or showing a picture of Edward's nephew because police have yet to confirm the identity of the intruder. Edward says his teenage nephew had been having a lot of problems lately.
His father committed suicide in October. And his depression just grew. I texted him at 3:58 in the morning. I said, "Why are you still up?" He said, "I can't sleep." I sent him a sad face and figured he came outside to smoke a cigarette.
Police say the intruder had piled up electronics and prescription drugs near the door and was still going through the house when he came across the homeowner and was shot and killed.
I feel really bad for Larry. I mean, he's a good guy and didn't deserve this to happen to him either.